Overall, the traffic is moving now again. This is not too bad. There's just so many people that want to go south. I think it's a larger problem. It's not the road construction. It's the layout of the city and where everything is. Train was stopping from traffic? No, I don't think there's any train stopping from traffic. We've got a bridge here. It's a pretty steep bridge. Out of curiosity, and because it's really not going to cost us anything. Dravatva. Hey, thank you very much for the subscription. Appreciate it as I spend more time messing around here. If I do this, this does not cause a traffic light. So all the traffic leaving the city is leaving exactly the same rate as before. But now anyone who's coming in this highway and actually wants to go over here no longer has to clog up this route and make more left turns, for example. Oh, you look at this. Already the traffic was done. We didn't even have to make this this off-ramp over here. The traffic was already like massively improved over here. Sort of a bit of a bottleneck over here, but you know. Cargo. Those cargo places are crazy. How's our death care coming along? There we go. 100 dead people. Population is bouncing back. Everyone is very happy because there's no deaths. And I think it's just a traffic flow thing. Although no, we did legitimately need to build a few more crematoriums over here. But once they start falling behind because they take such long trips, wow. Wow. You are not a winner, buddy. You are not a winner. There we go. Get out. Look how many ambulances are stuck over here. Oh no, those are donut trucks. Never mind. From up here, it looked like an ambulance. Bicycle highways are really cool. We can build footpaths for pedestrians. But pedestrians will already basically walk everywhere. Just the question is there any good reason to make a shortcut for a pedestrian as opposed to something else? I don't know. I'm still thinking if we got rid of these cargo train terminals, we might actually save ourselves a lot of traffic. They have to be in a dedicated area. This sort of thing, I think, is very strong. I think this is actually what you're supposed to use it more as. I'm treating these basically like the freight terminals from SimCity, and I don't think that's how they should be treated. I think they should be treated like this. So I never reconnected that power, which apparently is okay, but, you know, in case I end up breaking something somewhere else later on, let's make sure we still have a backup route for power over here. Power is still stunningly good. We're using 500 megawatts. We're still making 1,600 from the dam by itself. Water is fine. Garbage. We are burning any things. Potentially we want... Do we need any more incinerators? We are a little shy on incineration over here, actually. So... this is a one-way that's potential, like, to get back might be a little weird. Now we're going to be okay. Anyway, I'll get a couple going on over here. You need water. And you don't need power, although I should connect you to the power grid, because you supply power. I think technically we're reaching there, but let's make sure. Traffic inside here is still brilliant. Anywhere there's not any industry, it's really good. You know, certainly there could be things for on-ramps and off-ramps. Look at the traffic here. The traffic here is stunningly perfect. It is exactly the way it was. Remember when we used to have problems here? Nothing. Nothing. And then up here, great flow. Everything is excellent. Look at we got a triple stack of tourist boats. Not bringing in a whole lot of people, but, you know, technically it's there. There's some tourists going on there. We've got a bus stop. We don't technically have a bus stop right on here. We do have a metro station, though. 84 passengers. Well, that counts for something. We're not making as much huge bank as we were before. Our population is bouncing back, though, which is good. Got some fires going on here. Oil fires. That's good. That's exactly what we want. How's the fire department stuff down here? Technically, we do have coverage, although potentially we could have a little bit more, and it's probably a good idea if we actually did have a dedicated fire department right in Oil Central. I gotta assume if anything can burst into flames, that would be it. We got some buildings upgrading. You can see these commercial buildings are maxed. That's a school. This residence here is almost maxed, just needs a little more education. How's our university coming along? Because we only have the one. Pretty educated down here. High school, that's got coverage. Elementary schools, we've got coverage there, so it's mostly a question of people waiting. We still have tons of capacity left. It's just the fact that our university doesn't really reach everywhere. Education. No, we're okay. Our schooling's good. Our people is smart. Have to zone a couple new areas? Probably. Let's go and build an area up over here. I'm getting anxiety about, see, this little road here, though. Oh, we can actually just get rid of this. I don't think we need a road connection to the dam. We'll leave that there, just for the sake of argument. It's technically possible to get there. Not very convenient, but it's technically possible. I'm going to experiment with only allowing cars in here, and then they have to exit over here, and then sort of maybe force them onto the highway for a loop. We'll base the whole thing around this sort of unidirectional traffic. Coming in on a 6-lane. Oh, we need the straight tool. I mean, it's not snapping. I guess because I don't have a thing. Now, if I just do this, what does that do for us? Fuck yeah, we don't need an off-ramp from here. That's going to work great. I should do more of those. Now, we do need to play with ramps from the other side. So, most of the traffic turning on here are going to come in on the right-hand side. So, what I want from this is, I want to off-ramp this way. Switch to the curvy tool. Come across over here, like this, and connect up. Is that connecting? Connect up like that. And then if you want to leave this area, you can't leave here. No. You have to go through. Here, what? We use the curvy tool with the 6-lane. You have to follow the 1 lanes all the way through here until you get here. Done. And then, so everyone's turning right here, so we're going to take the off-ramp from the left-hand side, like that, over the bridge, over the highway, to down there. Maybe we should not disconnect our hydro dam. Do you think that might be a good idea if we actually kept our dam connected into our city? I think that would be a swell idea. I have no idea if this is smart. Let's find out! Alright. Draugo! Thanks for the subscription, buddy. Really appreciate the support. I say buddy, hopefully. Because that's my Canadianisms that come out from time to time. Not your buddy, pal. Not your pal, friend. Not your friend, bro. Whee! Wiggly! Squiggly! Crazy roads. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Let's pause. Because we're going to tear that apart one more time. I don't want the connection to be there, because that'll actually be kind of awkward. Like that. And like that. I suspect there's going to be a lot of people trying to make left turns here. A lot. Do we need the traffic that goes in both directions? Think about this. Alright, that's fine though, because it's a one-way, so it's actually relatively easy. There's going to be a traffic light here? Oh, because it's two-directional. So, if we... This is a one-way onto a one-way. If we were to do this... Wait, really? With the traffic lights? Well, yeah, I guess that makes sense. I guess it makes sense. But this won't create one. This will. We can deal with it. This won't create one. And that's going to be important. And let's give it a little more space so people can actually change lanes here without causing too much chaos. And then one of those there. And as far as this bit, you can just... You know what, let's... Ta-da! Let's do one of those. It looks like DNA! Or something. Oh, these are both coming on. I guess that's okay, actually. And this one's coming off to there. Yeah. Alright, that's fine. Now... I'm going to do, this will create, there's already a street light, so that's alright. And where's the other one? That already has a street light too, but so does this one. There we go. It's already a controlled intersection, so we'll do something like that. And actually, now it looks like the flying spaghetti monster. And be touched by your noodly appendage. Fine. Oh, right. This goes north. It works, but it's slow. My logic was sound. My actual drawing of things was stupid. Let's go and that there, and then get rid of that there, and then make it a little straighter. There we are. Coming in from the south, coming in from the north. Taking left, going east. Okay. Would have worked, but it would slow down traffic way too much. All right, good. And power. So let me actually get this right out of the way, which I probably should have done the first time. Take this, run it right along the side. Boom. Okay. So what are we looking for mostly? Well, we're looking for a little bit of everything. So let's give them a little bit of everything. Let's go ahead and drag in some commercial in the middle. Actually, you know what? Thematically, I like the commercial in the middle, but the commercial is one of the things that actually needs shipment from the outside area. Which means delivery trucks. So I don't want commercial right on my main road, do I? Well, it doesn't matter where it's going to be. It's going to be slowed down. But if I stick the commercial mostly in the south... Mark you the one I want. No. Don't click on any squares. There we go. The south part's here. This is already meant to sort of be the slower area. So if we mostly do something like this... And then in the other bits, let's go ahead with the bucket. Well, that's not anything. Something more like that. Is that smart? That is not smart. Is this acceptable? This is probably okay. People should be able to get around there. Hopefully. No, I won't go that far. Once we're in here, though, that's all okay. This is all going to be office where people can work. And then I'm going to do a big box select to drop down some residential zoning. This should hopefully be okay here. That's a little derpy. So we'll do that. That's fine-ish. Now it's finer. Like that. Back to office. Doesn't matter if they're not complete squares, probably. I think a little bit more office, and then I'm going to paint down some residential. So use the marquee tool for this. We might end up deleting some of this after. We'll see how it goes. So almost certainly not all the squares are perfectly drawn. That's okay. I'll leave that empty. That's mostly fine over there. We'll do that. Alright, not terrible. And then we're going to go big hospital. How do we get the coverage over there? There we go. This covers everything. Excellent. Crematorium. Covers everything. Lovely. Would the small fire station really work? The little ends of the little curly cues aren't necessarily covered, but it's pretty good. Same thing with the police station. Yeah, that's acceptable. We'll give these guys a regular school. It's not perfect coverage, though. Not really a good way to do it. We might need a couple of schools over here. Because I think we've got some residential in a few different bits and places. Why would it flow that way? Makes no sense. There. This will work. Nah. And a high school in this area, too. Nah. There. I mean, I realize we've got a bunch of crazy one-ways and stuff. Let's go and fast forward. Power's still connected. The city hasn't fallen apart. Okay, good. We got a little bit of garbage concern over here. If it's only the one, it's not the end of the world. Oh. I built the garbage place, didn't I? No, I did not. Oh, I'll put it on the end of the tail over here, because apparently that's good enough. Then we're going to pull some power in through here, to here, to here. Which should connect up at some point, just not right away. Water! Where do we run water from? From over here. Just follow along the road. Good. I am starving. I wonder if dinner's here. I think it is. I do not want it to get cold. That, and a little bit more. Okay. Overall power is good, so we just have to wait for everything to get connected up, and it looks like it is now. Oh. Let's check. Do. I think our area is populating very nicely. Still making decent money. I mean, we're not making huge money per tick, but we're just building slowly enough that our nest egg is never going away. Population is growing very quickly right now. Hopefully this area is going to be well serviced. By having these isolated areas like this, I think it's going to be a little easier for the hearses to deal with anything. Do we have sick people? We do. Are you not getting any medical help? You should. The area is lit up green. We've got lots of capacity. Tell you what, though, I'm going to be real nice to you. I'm going to build a clinic right over here. Congratulations. Water, decent. We might need to add a little bit more water production soon, but for now we're okay. And yeah, so the cars. We're forcing them to have... Did you slow down here? We have a light? Right, of course. We don't have one here, but we do have one here. Of course we do. So, I don't think... I mean, it's not really slowing down traffic too much, but I don't like the idea of having any sort of light on a highway. So we'll just use on a ramp. There we go. That is probably better. means people won't really be taking big advantage of the triple lanes here. Basically, just a 2-lane one-way would work fine, because either they're going to get in a right lane to merge out, or the left lane to merge there. Oh, it's interesting. Look, this is the lane to go straight. We could actually, like, add a whole other thing going on over here, and it would work fine. We just, like, keep adding. Does that work? If I did that. Use the straight tool, since it tends to do a little bit better. There we go, the right turn. Ha! So that's why these 6-lane highways don't always do much, because they tend to cluster up along a few lanes that provide a few core services that they want. And we can use 2 left turning lanes here, which is nice. On ramp over here. And yes, there is a light here that they have to wait on from time to time. But the traffic behind it flows so well, and there's not another intersection over here, that rarely there's going to be much of a problem. Actually, right now there's not a lot of people coming in from the north, which makes sense because there's no, I don't have a city to the north, so most people are going to be flowing in from the south. Every now and again a bit of a light, but generally speaking, things are flowing really well. I don't know where those ambulances are traveling to and from. We've got this zoned right. Yep, residential. Actually, demanding a little bit more commercial. Which, why don't I do something like... get an extra couple of neighborhoods off here. And then paint in some commercial. I think I like that. Most Attractive City Award. Hooray! Oh. Put in some more parks. We will definitely need to put some parks in here. Is this the big one? I think it is. No, this is the really big one. Which is actually big enough to cover most of the area on the left. And if we put another big one... Stupid slope. Too steep. Put it in here. Might get enough overlap to get blue. Yep, there we go. We'll still need something over here. I'll use a smaller park. Yeah, putting parks on these triple roads is actually really nice because they're not actually going to get much traffic. Although, I don't know, people are actually going to try to get to the park, so they're going to have to leave here, get on the highway, come back around, go to the park. You know what? I'm okay with that. Especially since there's not much traffic coming in from this southbound highway here. Tons of cars. This might be a lot of people moving in, though. It might just be a sudden burst of traffic. Or it's people delivering goods to the commercial areas, which we sort of knew would be a thing. But I don't think it needs a constant supply, so I think this will eventually be okay. Everyone's turning left here, which is really interesting. You know... Space already occupied, really? Could do something like that. Which should help alleviate a lot of the traffic from this thing, once people start to kick in. Because all these people here can just turn left, potentially, to get where they want to go. Depends on exactly where they're going. And this is no slowdown because there's no light or anything. They just split depending on where they want to go. And it'll take them a while to sort of reroute themselves. I mean, they're still going okay. I think it's just an initial burst because all these commercial areas kicked in and they all put out a request for goods. So all the goods are being shipped out simultaneously. Look at this. I'm pretty sure as soon as they get their first dose of goods, they're going to be in much, much better shape. We'll see how it goes. No, Hive. You can't build the parks without being connected to the roads. Parks do have to be connected to the roads. There's various decorations, including just trees, that you can plop down anywhere. And it wouldn't surprise me if someone made a mod that basically worked exactly like a tree, but looked like a park that you could just plop down somewhere in the middle. It would not surprise me one bit. Population has climbed to 44,000. Is that a record? Yeah, we probably have to stop soon. I've been talking nonstop for, like, over 7 hours now. So... But for now, I'm still okay. I might take a little break here. I'm going to check on the status of dinner. I Don't know what's going on there. It's possible they're just not home yet. I thought I heard something, and I'm probably just misinterpreting what's going on. We could, here, in case anyone is looking to leave town, we could do one of those. Makes the hill a little bit sharp. But if anyone wants to leave this way, going there, obviously it doesn't help for anyone who wants to leave this way. But there we go. We may as well throw a little in that in. Anyone who wants to leave going east has to backtrack over here, but you know, that's the cost of living in a nice city sometimes. What the hell? Let's check the entry flow over here. Still mega backed up. Some people are going south, and it is helping to break up the traffic a lot more. Well, not a lot more, but some. I bet you if we did something like put a one-way from here to there, it would encourage people to take this route. Because this was long, going all the way down here, but this should be a little bit shorter. So there should be extra encouragement to use this. I should probably use more roundabouts too. This is maybe a little bit of a complex intersection. Hopefully it's okay. But already, look at that. People trying to merge. This guy, who is this? You. What's wrong with you? Cedric Price. Honestly. You're holding up all the traffic. Don't be like that. Now everyone arrives at exactly the same time. Right, and there is a light here. Right, of course. Which was fine for a long time. Mostly it goes okay, but every now and again it gets stalled. I don't remember. If I have two on-ramps coming in together, here, there won't be a light, will there? I might be lying. Well, the problem is actually the light here. Wait, there's no light here. Why is traffic ever stopping? Is it just backing up too much? It's backing up too much, which stops it there. Because of this. I think we're going to be okay. I think it will normalize soon. God damn. Why do so many people want to come here? I don't understand. What could possibly make this part of town so cool? Oh my god. Look at the traffic backup. It's even all the way here. What the hell? What exactly are they looking for? So I could connect a road from here to up here. I'm just not sure what that would give us. Yeah, make another entrance. The problem is, like, in real life, if you made, like, two entrances here and here, people might use it for different, like, they'd prioritize based on how stuck it is. I guess instead of doing this, I could do one. Oh, I'm on straight line. I don't want to be straight line. I want to be curly lined. Could do one that comes in right here. Well, that would probably lead to some crappy intersection stuff. That's a one-way leading out. Let's do one of those. That might be more successful at breaking up some of this traffic. But I'm worried that everyone is just going to come in here instead of going to this one, especially after we let it flow for a while. And that wouldn't help things at all. In fact, it would probably make things worse. I could disconnect this bit and force people who want to go into the northern part to come in from here. Which might be viable for something. Alright, both lanes are being used pretty extensively right now, which might represent a pretty big improvement. Population is climbing to 46,000. Still waiting for the next big, like, death crash. Deceased count may be going up. A few fires. Yeah, we don't have too many signs going on. A little bit of garbage piling up over here. This is garbage which is caused... Oh no, they're just sick. Thought it was garbage. Causing people to be sick. You know, it's not a bright green over here. Maybe I'll go ahead and actually plop down another clinic over here. Just replace one of these buildings. I like the idea of putting it here, though, because then the ambulance can turn left or right and more quickly access a few different places. Currently making 11 grand a tick. Okay, that's because we expanded our... yeah, you've got garbage. It's because we expanded our city and our population base a lot, but we didn't necessarily add as many services as one might think is required. There's a lot of pollution here, but we need better garbage handling, so I'm going to go ahead and just do that. Why are you complaining about water? Oh, because you're literally not covered by water. Wow. And we're running a little low on our actual water supply, so let's go ahead and increase that. Oh my god, my stomach is gurgling. I am so hungry. Definitely gonna do a dinner thing. Do we have disconnected power grids? Oh. No, you're not disconnected. Just need a sec to recognize that you're actually there. Toads with hypnotic abilities, the most popular pet of the... All glory to the Hypnotoad. That's my favorite tweet that this game does. My absolute favorite. Okay, it looks like the second on-ramp is paying dividends. Because there's still an occasional little bit of a hint of a backlog over here. But because it's not backlogging from here as well, I think it's really keeping things flowing a lot better. Alright, that was good. Because they're separated enough. Because the risk is always like if everyone starts using this one ramp over here. But they are not, which is good. Because I think... a lot of people are going to the northern bits. Also, I'm still convinced that a big chunk of it was the massive amount of commercial area that we zoned that was suddenly demanding goods, and as soon as the good demand was sort of resolved, we were okay. We have a crematorium over here. Why isn't this stuff being... I don't think it's critical over here. I think it's just a slight backlog. Like here, they're complaining about garbage, right? These two houses are complaining about garbage. There's literally an incineration plant right here. And I think if they leave, they can make a U-turn here. I think a U-turn is possible. I might be wrong. And if I am wrong, then that means they have to go out into the highway to resolve the rest. And I don't want them to be kind of on the end of the road like this. So what I can do is, these on-ramps are nice because they're relatively cheap and they're fast. Let me go and... Actually, I could do an actual road. Let's do an actual road here. Still a one-way. Because I can add some zoning. While also providing the ability to do a U-turn. Like that. We're still looking for a lot of jobs, so I'll go ahead and zone some office space. Yeah, see how many cars are coming down here? They could not U-turn. I thought for sure they could U-turn at the end of that road. But I am wrong. And that was probably causing a little bit of flow problems. So, still, to service these garbages, they can't make a left. They have got to go around the other way. But that's far, far less bad. Push comes to shove, I can just move this into over here or something. Which might be a good idea. It would expose more houses to the pollution, though. Or I could even So I take a two-way road over here and just bring it out as far as we can go without making a bridge. Maybe that's the best thing to do here, is grab this incineration plant and move it basically offshore. Like that. Not enough water. Really? You're on the shore. And I'm going to zone some more offices down here. That way there'll be a power connection. Incineration doesn't need power connection on its own because it makes power, but we may as well take advantage of the power by connecting it up. And wow, yeah, instant demand for the offices. They get built right away. We're apparently a little too high on the residential. Still making good money. Population climbing to 48,000. All right, we're going to take a break. Give me a 5-minute break here, and we will come back for at least a little bit more gaming, depending on what the status of food is over here. So sit tight. See you shortly.